open your eyes and look around the room and see where you are in space and in time. See where you are, maybe stretch your arms out a bit, do a little kinesiology. Know where the people are around you so that later on, or as you move, you are actually touching somebody that you are familiar with. You already know what that feels like to touch them. Stretch your arms out so that you just know how far you can reach out. Bring your arms up. Bring your hands to your side. That's a great idea, Charlie. And then from there, let your eyes slide shut. Now bring your attention to yourself and the inside, yes? So I am very clear that we're all very glad we are past the event of November 4th. And although the yogic saying is, this too shall pass, it will pass. We will open our hearts to the possibility of the future. We allow whatever comes to come toward us. We will embrace it. We will be willing. We will be open. We will stand not only as human beings, but as yoginis, because this is who you are. And it is in your practice then that you can begin to dive more deeply into the world at large. So, now when you are completely ready, when you've acknowledged the space around you, when you've brought your full attention to the space within you, when you can feel and expand on the space within you to the perimeters of your body, then and only then step to the left, to the front end of your mat. Bring your hands to your heart for your arrival. So practice wouldn't be practice unless there was breath. And breath would not be breath if we didn't do it in unison. So it is the thing that brings us together as a community. So let's take a deep breath in and experience in the breath. Let it out audibly. And inhale audibly and exhale audibly. And inhale audibly and exhale audibly. Let your hands float to your side, turn your palms forward, tuck your chin, and roll down your spine. Now you are welcome to continue to have your eyes wide shut, or you can open your eyes and gaze at your toes and notice what your feet look like. The number 11 is appropriate. And then dropping your chin to the notch in your collarbones. And then bringing your fingerprints to the floor, and if you need to, bend your knees, soften your knees. Good. Now remember that your knees fit into your armpits, Ellen, so you want to make sure that your knees are moving toward the armpits. That there's space there, maybe you can see completely to the back end of the mat. I want to tell you all, you look beautiful tonight. Take a deep breath in, bend your knees with more intention, drop them 2 more inches. Good. And now roll up your spine 1 vertebra at a time. Let your head be the last to come up as you inhale and bring your arms up and overhead. That's it. Tailbone down, low belly lifts. Serratus muscles around the low ribs. Draw them inward and then exhale and swan dive down. Fingerprints reach to the floor. Take a deep breath in. Bend your knees as deeply as they were before, and then maybe you can go another inch deeper. From this place now, lift your hands slightly up off the floor. Hover your hands from the squat where you are. Tennis girl, turn your heels out just a little bit more. Just a tiny bit, little increments, yes? Good. Exhale, put your fingertips back on the floor. Inhale, and roll up your spine. Bring your arms up and overhead, touch your palms together. Entwine the fingers to the webbing and release the index fingers up to the sky. Inhale, and as you exhale, shift your hips to the left and start to reach over to the right. There you go. Take a deep breath in and come back to center. Shift your hips to the right and take a little dive over to the left. Beautiful. Inhale back to center. Exhale and swan dive down. Heart is lifted. Lift and look out those windows as long as you can. And then inhale, bend your knees, knees to armpits, and let your hands float and hover over the floor. And reach the arms out slightly so that the ears and the biceps connect. That's it, breathe. And then touch your fingertips to the floor. Drop your hips another half an inch and inhale, lift your arms out and reach your arms a little higher and see what they feel like. There you go. And then exhale and touch your fingertips to the floor. Good. One more time. Drop your hips a little bit lower. Don't lift your heels and stretch your arms out and forward. That's it. Turn your palms toward one another. When you drop your hips a little bit more, that's it. Tennis girl, sit back like you're trying to sit on Brett Favre's lap. Would you do me a thank you very much? And now come to sit in Utkatasana, that powerful chair, lifting your arms all the way up. So the powerful awkward chair does not become any easier no matter how old we get. Thank you, Bob. Perfect. Take a deep breath, and now exhale and fold over. Roll up your spine, one vertebrae at a time. Inhale and bring your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, swan dive down. Bring your hands to your shins now. Look out into the world. Exhale and fold. Soften your knees, all 10 fingerprints to the floor outside your feet. And slide your right leg back behind you. As you bring the right leg back, make sure that the heel is all the way back. Let me take this off. Come back further. Knee is in the armpit, left knee is in the armpit. Right heel is lifted high. Take a full breath in, and now step back to downward facing dog. Lift your hips all the way up to the sky. Engage the low belly. This is nice. And then, oh, that's nice. Now look back. Look back between your knees. Take a deep breath and come into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting your hips all the way up. Good. So let's bend the knees deeply here. Soften your knees. And press your hips all the way back. And press them back further. Press them back further. Drop your knees a little bit more. Aim your heart space right about that 9th vertebrae, 10th vertebrae, down toward the floor. Then bend your knees even deeper and try to touch your knees to the floor. And then do touch your knees to the floor and put your forehead on the floor. So keep reaching back and reaching back. And toes are tucked and toes are tucked. And low belly is lifted and elbows are up off the floor. So keep reaching. This is good. And now take a deep breath. And exhale. Always. And now inhale and exhale, return to downward facing dog. Let's bring the right foot forward, knee to armpit. Look back at your back foot. Bring the back foot forward to the front foot. And swan dive up. Inhale, bring your arms up and overhead. And exhale now and swan dive down. And bring your hands to your shins and look out into the world. And lengthen your arms. And lower your hands slightly lower to your ankles now. Good. And then sit back and bring your hands to your heart and sit in Utkatasana, that powerful chair. And bring your shoulder blades way back that they touch the mirror behind you. There is a mirror behind you. Not mirror, there's a mirror behind you, not in front of you. Take a deep breath and now exhale, fold in half. Wrap your arms around the back of your knees and pull your elbows, or reach the opposite elbows. Pull your low ribs really close to your inner thighs. And then take the serratus muscle and wrap that inward. Take the serratus muscles and wrap them all the way inward. Try to get your nose to